there, good afternoon, Sandra and Glenn. What a great story, a fantastic story of survival. We're talking about Michael Orantes, who spent a lot of time here. We're talking about 3 months inside of Centinela Medical Center here in Inglewood. He had that life or death battle with COVID and came back to thank the medical team that saved his life. But the doctor also has an urgent message about COVID vaccinations.
The most difficult thing, obviously, I was in doubt, of course, to see my family one more time, and especially my daughter. I have a 3-year-old daughter, Elizabeth, who I love above all things. My daughter, I was, scared that I was not going to see her again.
The risk of dying from this disease or spreading this disease to your other significant others or people you care for is extremely high. Recently, with the Delta variant, what we saw, the little spike after July 4th, every patient that we saw that came in is unvaccinated. So the vaccinated people, even though it was not designed for the Delta variant, is providing protection.
33-year-old Michael Orantes enjoying the fresh air and warm sun. He was able to come back to the hospital where he had a touch and go situation, according to the doctor, for about 3 months, I should say. 3 months, 93 days, in fact. After that battle with COVID, talking to his family, he's here at the medical center to thank the chief medical officer and the whole team and the behind-the-scenes people who really saved his life. A lot of cheering. We're taking you back to the day when he was released last July from the hospital after more than 90 days of 24/7 treatment. He was in the ICU on a ventilator, also a medically induced coma. That chief medical officer says Orantes had a high mortality rate that he was battling of 80%, and it was such a touchy situation. Orantes said many times that he thought he would not make it. He was so scared he wouldn't see his family again. Well, the new husband, who just recently got married after getting out of the hospital, was overjoyed to see his wife and daughter and said that his father cried every single day. But they also prayed for him, as well as his church members. His family could not visit him due to COVID restrictions during that whole time, so they played the piano, sang some songs over video conference. And during the healing process, he had a breathing tube and a wheelchair. And over the past year, he has been able to walk and talk again, daily functions that he lost because of COVID. He also gained 65 pounds of healthy weight. But as you saw during that interview and the video there, he is out and about enjoying the nice warm weather. But the doctor who helped save his life, get this, also helped save the lives of 1,600 other COVID patients. Reporting live here in Inglewood, Gene Kang, KTLA 5 News.